Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Switch.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
First down, Titans.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This a quick pass to Davis. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Check 9.
Mixon will try the right side. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Rush in. Check safety. Any weapon. 24! Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 59! I'm going to come back to you.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Motion.
Back to throw, Watson. He finds his running back, Mixon. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Johnson's got it complete. The 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
That's it. Undercrunch.
From the gun, here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's McNair. This one caught by Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Titans 1st down.
Play action. It's McNair. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
After the interception, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. They've got his man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Mike's 50. Let's go.
On first down, Watson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, let's get that ball, again. Let's get that ball. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Alert 3. Alert 3.
On second down, Barber.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You got it, son.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Titans nothing.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Under 10. 10.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Shift. Check three. Watch twist. Check, go.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And here we go again.
On first down, it's McNair. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now McNair. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's McNair. Open man is Westbrook, complete. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Check hot route. Hot. Hey, alert 3. Check nickel.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, McNair. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check the 64, 59. Bang, bang, bang. 59. 54.
Now Joe Mixon. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
On third down, Mixon. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the gun, it's McNair. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
50 seconds to Mike.
24 down, he's coming. Alert.
Twitch. Sponge. No.
24.
Watch out.
24.
Watch twitch. Jam. Check. Crunch.
Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Here we go.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
15. Check Mike.
Alert. 24. 29.
Check.
Time to go.
They'll run with Barber. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, McNair. Looking long for Westbrook. It's caught at the 10. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 32 on the play. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
High 31. High 59.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He's checking.
High 31.
Tighten up, tighten up. Tighten up.
26.
Shoot.
9 and 1.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, Titans. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. That's right, baby. They don't...
From the 27, Watson. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All day, baby, all day. Alert, alert.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watson looks to throw again. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Uses the spin. Able to slither by. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Now McNair looking for a 1st down throw. Forced out to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, but it'll be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
56. Watch the screen. Pass.
Throwing again. McNair. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
55, watch the pass.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Exit, exit. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Operating from the gun, McNair. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Fielding just inside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 50.
Mixon with it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Watson on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Watson operating from the gun. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Harold Landry in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
I'm coming after you.
31.
Check your hot read.
West.
Get wide.
31.
Zoom, zoom. 55 is my guy. 55.
Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. That'll bring up second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw, McNair. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's Barber. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Barber, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Texans push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on 3rd down, McNair. He's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. On 4th down, McNair. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. McNair to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McNair, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have